This is plaster. These are what we make the pots on. It makes something that we can lift up, and it'll pop off of it when it dries, and that way we don't have to get the pot warped by picking up a wet pot. That's always good if you can hit center. A lot less work on you. So here we go. Put water on my hands. It's like the lubricant. It's like oil. It makes it slick. The reason clay will do what it does is that if you look at clay under a microscope, you'll see quartz rock. It's where water has weathered over rock and broken it down, and it forms in sediments. And you mine clay in veins. You mine it like coal. So if you can see the way that the clay works, it's got little platelets of silica that slide apart. That's why it'll stand up. And then when you put it in a kiln, you're heating it up and basically turning it back into rock. If you could get a kiln hot enough, the pot would slump and turn into a puddle of glass. Now this is centering. This is one of the hardest things to learn. A lot of people really get frustrated with this part of it. I threw full time for 3 years before I could sit down to a ball of clay and not worry about whether I could center this thing or not. Now the reason centering is so important is that when you open the ball up and you pull it open, you've got the exact same amount of clay all the way around like a donut. That makes it much easier to work with. Okay, now we're going to do our first pull. Set the rim. There's nothing magical about making pottery. It's just a matter of learning how to handle the clay and displacing clay. You learn by doing it over and over and over, not unlike many other occupations. I've been doing this full time for 40 years. So a lot of the things that I do might look simple, but I had my moments of frustration with it too. This is a rib. We call it a rib, I don't know why, but you know, it's a piece of wood. It's a shaping tool. I had a teacher back many years ago that taught after you got the wall pulled, put a rib in each hand, and you didn't touch the pot with your fingers again. to get in a hurry. Your hands start getting caked with clay, you want to stop. Sometimes it's hard to get a good profile of the pot when you're up on it. I had one teacher that taught to put a mirror in front of the wheel and you could see a better profile. There we have finished. Pop this off and lift it up. You don't have to touch the wet pot.